I love making gallery wrap canvas prints like the one you see behind me, but without stapling. I use these stretcher bars. They are called EasyWrappe Standard and EasyWrappe Pro from Breathing Color. And today I'm going to compare these two different types of stretcher bars so that way you will know what will work best for your canvas prints. First thing is the thickness of the stretcher bars. This is the EasyWrappe Standard. It is 1.25 inches thick. But when you compare this to the EasyWrappe Pro, you can see there's a big difference. These are 1.75 inches thick. Alongside the depth, they're also thicker in the width. You can see that they both use the same type of adhesive, and I love this stuff. This is what makes it so you don't have to stretch these things. You don't have to pull them. You're not using any stretching pliers. You don't have to staple any of that. And I've made videos on how to actually install these on a canvas print. If you'd like to watch those, you can either wait till the end of the video or you can check the description. So I have two prints behind me to show you. This one is wrapped with the EasyWrappe Pro, and this one is the EasyWrappe Standard. I just wanted to give you a quick view of what the Pro looks like. It is definitely premium. And here is what the Standard looks like on the back. It is also very good. Now you might be wondering how good the adhesive is on these, like how long it will stick. That was my question when I was first thinking about using this product. Because I know it's easy to stretch, but if it doesn't last, what use is that to me? But this particular piece, I wrapped it 4 years ago, and as you can see, like nothing is coming apart on here. It is completely stuck on there still. And all the other pieces that I have, I've sold to customers, but I've been using these for, I think like 6 or 7, maybe 8 years, like quite a while now. And I've never had any customers come back to me and say that they had any issues with these. So I'm confident when I say that the adhesive is not something to worry about. It will stick. Now there is one caveat to this, because sometimes if you use certain types of canvases, let's say they are pre-varnished or pre-laminated and they don't have enough tooth on the canvas side to stick to the adhesive, it might come off. But if it's going to pop off of there and come loose, it's going to do it right away. Once it sticks for a couple of days, it's on there for good. Now, one other thing to keep in mind is if you wrap it in a really cold environment, then you might need to warm it up a little bit to get that adhesive to really affix itself well to the canvas. But ultimately, what I like to do is I like to use Epson Exhibition Canvas Matte, and then I varnish the front of all of the prints prior to stretching them. The other thing to think about is the price. I mean, it's obvious that the Pro stretchers are better than the standard stretchers when it comes to quality level, in my opinion. But when it comes to price, the Pro stretchers are about 2.5 times more expensive than the standard stretchers. This means that for the standard stretcher bars, it's going to cost you about $13 to make a 16 by 20 canvas print just for the stretcher bar cost. Then for the Pro stretchers, if you were going to use those instead, it would cost you about $34. And so for me, personally, for my business, I usually use the standard stretcher bars because my customers don't want to pay the extra cost for the better bars. They would rather have a cheaper product. Now, your customers might be different, and that's why every artist has to figure out what their uses are for these. And if you're going to go with like a really big piece, let's say you are trying to mount a 30 by 40, then you have no option but to go with the Pro stretcher bars. But if you are doing something like an 18 by 24 size, like the one back here, you could go either way. You could choose the standard or the Pro. And so you just want to kind of figure out what your customers are going to pay. Would they rather have a better quality canvas print that costs them more? Or would they rather have something that's more affordable but still is really good quality? Last thing I want to add in here is the ease of use. Honestly, after using both of these, I think the standard stretchers are easier to use. They are lighter weight, they're easier to kind of pop in all the corners to install them. They're just easier to maneuver. The downside though with these is that sometimes they come out a little wonky, whereas the Pro stretchers, they're squared up and perfect every time. Now, if these standard stretchers do come out a little wonky, like a little warped when they're hanging on the wall, you can fix it really easily by just adjusting the tension of these corner braces. But that does take extra time and work and kind of finagling as you are making the canvas print. And so that is one consideration. But overall, I think these standard stretchers, they are an excellent value, and they're a little bit easier to use if you have like tendonitis and stuff in your hands. Now, if you are a strong, healthy person, then you won't be able to tell the difference in the usability of either of these. But I have tendonitis, so it's a consideration for me. And if you'd like to learn how to use either of these types of stretcher bars, you can watch these videos. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.